Okay, from now on, we're going to be reviewing the important topics from the year. We're all done learning new material, so this week we're going to review graphing lines. Okay, first I want to go over when we just have y equals a number or when x equals a number. Okay, when it's just y equals a number and there's no x, that means we just go down 2 and it's a horizontal line at -2. Okay. If it says x equals 3, that means we just go right 3 and it's a vertical line at 3. So again, if you're missing an x, or a y, it's going to either be a horizontal line or a vertical line. Now, if it's y equals 1/3 x, and there's no y-intercept, that means the y-intercept is 0, so that's +0. So that means we start at 0, and this is my rise over run. So I go up 1 over 3. Okay, so again, the way we started was y equals 1/3 x without a y-intercept. So I put a 0 there because that's my y-intercept. I start at 0. And from my y-intercept, I go up 1, rise over 3, rise over run. So y equals 1/3 x plus 0. The next line I want to go over is y equals 2x minus 3. So this one I do have a y-intercept, that's -3. So I go down 3. And then this slope is 2, so I got to make it 2 over 1 because it needs to be a fraction, rise over run. So from my y-intercept, I go up 2 over 1, rise over run, and then I connect my 2 points. Okay. And the last equation I want to show you is going to be in standard form. So that's 3x plus 2y equals -6. So there's 2 ways you can go about doing this. I'm going to show you both ways. I think probably the most common way is slope-intercept form, which means we got to get it into y equals mx plus b. Okay, the way the other graphs were. So I got to subtract 3x from both sides. So I have 2y equals -3x minus 6. Then I divide everything by 2. So that's y equals -3 over 2x minus 3. Okay. So when I graph this, I go down 3, make a point. Then I go down 3 again and over 2, and I make my second point. Or you could go up 3 and left 2. Okay, it's all going to fall on the same line. Okay, so one more time. This is the first way to do this problem. We would get y alone, so we subtract 3x from both sides, divide by 2. -3 over 2 is my slope. -6 divided by 2 is -3. That's my y-intercept. I go down 3 over 2. Okay. The next way, I think this is the easier way. Okay. Graphing lines is very important. Okay. The reason why we're going over this again from the first quarter is because you're always going to have to graph lines. So this is the second way to do this. So 3x plus 2y equals -6. If you remember, we also learned that we could plug in 0 for x, 0 for y. So if I plug in 0 for x and rewrite the equation, and then plug in 0 for y and rewrite the equation. 3 times 0 is 0, so that's 2y equals -6. And then we divide by 2, y equals -3. And then this one, 2 times 0 is 0, so I'm left with 3x equals -6. Divide by 3, x equals -2. So these are my two intercepts. it crosses at -3, and it crosses at -2, and then I just connect my 2 points. Okay, so that's a different way to do the same thing. Okay, I think sometimes when it's in standard form, it's easier just to do this. Plug in 0 and solve for y, plug in 0, solve for x. Okay, I think you're less likely to make a mistake than solving for y, put it in slope-intercept. So, like always, I recommend watching this video at least one more time, okay, to make sure you understand all the steps. And please email me any questions you may have. Have a good day.